What's going on, everybody? This video is going to be a bit unorthodox here, but I just bought a $6,000 Magic the Gathering collection, including a bunch of stuff that is on the reserve list, and from alpha and older sets, as well as a ton of unsorted stuff. So in this video, we're going to actually go through some of that stuff and take a look. So let's jump into it. Alright everybody, welcome into the channel. Thanks so much for being here. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. This is going to be very unformatted, unfortunately, simply because there's just so much chaos going on. Like I said in the intro, I just picked up a collection that was a little over $6,000. And some of this is actually going to be for sale once we've had a chance to sort through it. So if you do find stuff you like, I'll put a link in the description to the storefront where we're going to be selling some of it. And some of it's going to be kept, but this is crazy because if you guys don't know, I started playing Magic in 2021, so I have dabbled a little bit in the past, but it became like, you know, my main game and all of that. So it's been about 3 years. My lack of history or experience with older Magic stuff is crazy, to the point where when I was actually going through to do this buy order, I had to reach out to some people in the community that were a little bit more well-known to verify condition and authenticity of some stuff. So let's just get into it. This is a crazy assortment of cards, really, and I have spent probably about a week and a half looking up values and trying to get all my ducks in a row before making this purchase, because we wanted to, you know, obviously when you're talking, I've never spent this much money on a collection ever, and when you're talking about something like that, you obviously want to make sure that you're you know, that you're doing your due diligence. So some OG fetches in here. These price stickers are not anything to worry, like, to pay attention to. These had last been price checked like a couple years back. And unfortunately for the guy, I told him when I was buying it, I said that, you know, it sucks because the fetches just got reprinted in Modern Horizons 3. So a lot of these cards that were probably worth, like, you know, the prices stickered on them a little bit a year or so ago aren't really there now. And so we've got some cool stuff here that's from the more recent sets. I think he said he stopped playing after Khans of Tarkir. I think that was sort of what was there. So, you know, Ashy Ox, tons of them here. These are all, like, you know, some smaller stuff, but still. I don't even remember how many there were. Sylvan Caryatids. I think there were a lot of those too. I don't know the set. It's got to be Theros. That's the thing you'll notice, unfortunately, with a lot of the new stuff. I don't have a ton of experience with what the sets are. Kiora, the Crashing Waves. Farika, the God of Affliction. These are just cool to look at and go through. Mana Confluence, a really, really solid card. This is actually one of the few that was up from the pricing when he had that. Dawn of the Dead, some stuff. I think there's a lot of Tempest in here. I know there's a good number of these Cabal rituals. I think that there were like 8. Or close to it anyway, which is wild. Nantuko Shade. I actually remember that. That card's been reprinted, I think. Mutilate. What wild artwork you have on some of these older cards. Just, it's kind of funny to look at. Chainer's Edict. Chainer Dementia Master. Again, this is another card that got reprinted in, this was in Dominaria remastered, so the value did go down a little bit there. Insidious Dreams. Overmaster. It is kind of funny seeing some of these cards that I'm familiar with from reprints. Serenity. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know all the set symbols for the purpose of, you know, I did a full-on sheet of all of it, but I don't know every set symbol offhand. I don't know the book one. Circle of Despair, is that a foil? No, it's not. Smira, Natural Balance. I mean, just some cool stuff here, but we'll get to the bigger stuff in a minute. Heartstones, a couple of those. So a wild one. Conch Horn. Interesting artwork there. Urza's Bauble. It's another card I don't know if that's on the reserve list or not, but this has got to be Ice Age, right? So I think that's, well, yeah, it's like a snowflake, so that makes sense. Ice Age, Jester's Mask, Arcane Denial. This is a cool one, too. This card's good, just in general. Some insane artwork on it, though. Varchild's War Riders, a couple of those. Withering Boon. Not bad. Cursed Totem, another, I think, was reprinted. Corpse Dance. Look at the art on that. 17. I think that might be Tempest. It could be. I don't know. Undiscovered Paradise, another really cool card. Mana Web, and some of these are a bit played. You know, this one we'll take a quick look at here. This is a Ball Lightning, and I think this is from the Dark. But I mean, some of them are in better shape than others. Obviously, like I said, these price stickers are very much outdated. But we did pick up a lot of those. Propaganda, definitely a decent card, although not super fun to play against. Helm of Obedience is a really cool. I don't even know what set that is. I wish I should have sorted this alphabetically, so that I had a way to to give you guys a little bit of better data as I was going through for people that are interested in that kind of stuff. Yeah, here we go. Sort sheet. Sort by column B, A to Z. I bet you that's it. Yeah, so that's the one. That'll help me out a little bit. So Helm of Obedience is alliances. That's what that is. And there's a couple of these that are actually, pretty good value. Not mint, but definitely good value. Soldevi Digger is a really cool artwork, and then Thought Lash. So you get a good bit of, some of these cards have fluctuated another Corpse Dance. Lotus Petals, these are just awesome. Really, really good cards. Wouldn't mind seeing that. I don't think, Lotus Petal definitely is not on the reserve list. It'd be nice to see that, get another one. Volrath Stronghold. What was this from? I wasn't familiar with this card originally when I looked it up. So this card is actually from, I guess it's from Stronghold. So make of that what you will. Add a colorless mana or put target, creature from your graveyard on top of your library. Interesting to see what some of the older lands were. A couple of Ensnaring Bridges, Hermit Druid. These are just cool. It's a walk down memory lane for me in terms of some of these. Ruby Medallion, obviously you've seen these reprinted now, but this was from the original set. Jester's Cap is pretty goofy. Good number of those. Adakar Waste OG, this was a really nice one. Transcendence Foil, and I think Transcendence Foil, what was this from? Torment? Just an absolutely beautiful card. You really can't beat those old foiling styles in there. Cabal Coffers OG, pretty good. And again, this was just one box, so we're going to look at all the boxes here. And I'm going to probably just cut that part out. All right, on to box number 2. This one's largely empty, so there's a lot of top loaders in there. But let's see what else we've got here. We've got Polar Krakens, not bad. Mystic Remora, a lot of them here, pretty cool. Demonic Consultation, I like that card, just cool artwork. Spoils of Evil, that looks sick. I have to say, there's just some beautiful art. Halls of Mist, Snowbind, Thermokarst, a couple of those. Yokel Hops, I don't know. It's 6 mana to destroy all lands, creatures, and artifacts. That's toxic as fuck, man. Glacial Crevasses, Dance of the Dead, sweet artwork there. Some Pyroblast, Hydroblast, plenty of those, and Kukmesa Pirates. I don't even know where... Oh, so here we go. Now we get on this. We get to a few of the bigger cards here in just a minute that I want to show off to you guys. But before that, let's just keep on trucking along here. This is a Chinese propaganda, literally. Crux of Fate, not bad. Bunch of those. Archfiend of Depravity, cool card. Chain Lightning. Blood Moon, the OG, I think. Is that the OG? I'm pretty sure it is. Glacial Chasm, more of the Stronghold cards. We got Illusions of Grandeur. Amazing artwork there. Martyrs of Corliss, Wall of Tombstones. And then there's some of the Mishra's Factories that are foreign. I think these are all from Renaissance. Plenty of Thoughtseize, still a good card in, 60 card formats, I think. Yeah, so there's a bunch of Thoughtseize. Whip of Erebos. This just got a Secret Lair reprint somewhat recently. Nykthos is a great card, obviously. Might be one of the ones I hold on to. More of the Gods from there. And then we've got, again, a ton of these OG fetches, which, well, not OG. Sorry, I always say that because I keep forgetting that there was a print run. All the Cons fetches. These are the first fetches I was ever familiar with when I dabbled into Magic for the first time. So for me, they're OG. I have to say I love the artwork on them, though. Some of the originals, they just look so good. Altar of the Brood, Polluted Delta, Ugin the Spirit Dragon, the Ugin from Fate Reforged, just a great card. And like I said, some of this stuff will end up being for sale, so if there is stuff you guys see here that you're interested in, check out the link. Another Mana Confluence, Reanimate from... Who the hell knows? What is that from? Tempest. Okay, so Tempest is the storm. I guess that makes sense. Another Ball Lightning, Nissa Worldwakers... Waste Not, good card. Sliver Hive, also really solid, more modern stuff. Like I said, the guy stopped playing around, he got reprinted. The guy stopped playing around, it looks like Cons, Fate Reforged was the end of it. And, yeah, we worked out a really good deal. I think it was fair. And obviously there's some stuff to, another Ball Lightning, plenty of stuff to sort through, that is going to take some time. That's bulk that's not even listed here. When I saw this, I thought it was a Gemstone Caverns. I was like, wait, I don't think that was on there. A bunch of the Arcane Denials, really cool cards there. Haunted Crossroads, bunch of them. Bubbling Muck, Urborg from M15, pretty good. Liliana Vess, bunch of them actually, and another Nissa. So it's, there's nothing newer than 2016 in here, I don't think. And even then, most of it's older. Like I said, I had to we bought a couple of Shivan Dragons that were in this collection that were revised and had been listed as unlimited, and they were obviously there's a massive price difference between those. Goblin King, and we got just straight up Fork, and Fork is from revised, so pretty cool. Some multiple Forks actually, enough for dinner. Jogalop, so yeah, these Shivans were initially listed as unlimited, and I didn't know the difference. You look at it side by side, it's kind of hard to tell if you're not familiar, but the unlimited print actually has this +1/+0 till end of turn is like on the same line. So we've got a couple revised and a 4th edition here, but pretty cool nonetheless. Sledge Troll, Carpals and Forest is just neat. City of Brass, great card. A couple of them there. Another Mishra's Factory, plenty of those. Just a lot of Mishra's Factory. What else we got in here? Nope, I grabbed out of the wrong box. This is why I was trying to do this video differently. And I just thought this might be a fun way for people to see some stuff, you know, showcase collection, if you will. Strip Mines. You don't often see them in this size. Winter Orb, going back quite a while. That's, I think, revised. A ton of them. Howling Mines. Good card. A lot of value on the Howling Mine before the reprint in Brothers War. So, not a bad card, just not worth as much. Tons of Nevin Jarl's discs from various older sets. I think this, like, yeah, this could be 20. Look at these babies. Look at these revised Soul Rings. I mean, unfortunately, none of them are super minty, but, like, you gotta love the art on them, and they're not bad, you know? Some are, like, what I would say mod play to light play. Just if you're somebody who, you know, vintage stuff or whatever, you'd probably appreciate that quite a lot, and it's just cool to see. Ivory Tower, another one. Plenty of counterspells. Some awesome counterspell artworks there. Just, there are some big hitter cards in this that I'm just pretty excited to kind of look over and go through. A ton of the Jins, Vesuvian Doppelgangers. These are pretty cool too. Unfortunately, only one of them was in really good shape, but that's all right. I mean, finding stuff like this in playable condition is challenging sometimes. Never mind otherwise. Brain Geyser, cool card. Just iconic art I remember. Rock Hydra's here. What is this? Rock of Kerr Ridges. And Mana Flare, pretty good. Another card that got reprinted. Mana Barbs. And Granite Gargoyle. I love that art, man. It's just so cool. So cool. And I got one more box before we take a look at the crazy stuff. And I'll tell you guys, one of the things I learned in this process, because I have not spent, this was a big one. And there's obviously a lot of risk involved. Generally speaking, we got a very great person to deal with, so it was kind of nice. But, you know, you always want to make sure you're looking through stuff, double-checking values. Oh, yeah, that's right. We get into some still cooler vintage land tax or legends. Crusade is a card that's actually banned because it's offensive, obviously, with some of those other cards that they had banned. But still, to see this in good condition, you can't even find this on TCG Player. Sarah Angels from, I think, 4th edition. There might be one from revised in here. I'm not sure which one is which, but they're not worth a ton. Ankh of Mishra, pretty cool. Veteran Bodyguards, Island Sanctuary. A lot of Island Sanctuaries. Dust to Dust. And Savannah Lions is that Savannah Lions? Is that, where it's got to be revised? I think. Yeah, it's revised. He had one in here that was, again, listed as unlimited, and I think it was a learning experience for both of us to find out on some of those. Sorceress Queen, Sacrifice, some absolutely insane art right there. Tons of OG swords. Wrath of God, another really good card, obviously. Armageddon. This one, I believe, is unlimited. Yeah, with the beveling, so really, this is a cool one, and obviously it goes back quite a while. It's like a $100 card almost, even in this condition. You know, it's definitely played, but it's not bad. We've got other copies here, Armageddons, tons of them. Let's see. Basalt Monoliths, all pretty cool. Urza's Bauble, more of those. Library of Lang. And then we get to the Mana Vaults, which is just wild. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is always going to be such a good card. And I'll tell you, a lot of these are in really, really good shape. Like, there's one that's a little played, but these are all, like, minty, which is awesome. Especially for a card that old. Meekstone, Nature's Lore, just a good card in general. Sylvan Libraries, look at those. Sylvan Libraries, another really good card. All pretty good condition. Birds of Paradise, that's another good one. More birds. Verduran Enchantress, Titania's Song, or Titania, sorry, I don't know why I botched that. Force of Nature, cool card. This was reprinted in Eldraine, I think. Berserk is from Unlimited, and this one is in pretty good shape. not terrible. Zombie Master, Mind Twist, Demonic Hordes, all pretty good stuff. Bad Moon, all black creatures in play, gain +1/+1. And then we've got Animate Deads, great cards. Some Hypnotic Specters, a lot of them actually. Which, again, some of these aren't really worth a ton. But that's the bulk of what, was there. And you see there's a lot of stuff in the $10 to $20 range. But then it's like, well, we had a pretty high valuation on this overall. And a lot of that's going to come from this other stack here. So a couple of big hitters right off the bat. Wheel of Fortunes, just awesome. This one's in pretty good shape. I'd say probably light play-ish. Not bad. This one's definitely more heavy play. Obviously you can see the back. But, I mean, it's still playable, and it's still a Wheel of Fortune, which is just wild to just have two of these here, just kind of chilling. What else we got? These are Alpha Paralyzes, which I've never seen or held Alpha cards before. I'm sorry, did I say I said Alpha? Because I'm an idiot. No, they are Alpha. I'm sorry, I was thinking. These are Alpha Paralyzed, which is kind of insane, because I don't think I've ever actually held or even, had an Alpha card. And they're not, the mintiest, but, damn, that's a piece of Magic history right there. And these were, for the condition that they're in, were valuated around, 12 to 13. I think if they're minty, they're probably a lot higher. But I think we were okay with that. So, Demonic Tutors, a couple of those. This is an uncommon originally, which is just wild. Nightmare. This is from Unlimited. And, yeah, not exactly, it's not minty, but it's still just, you kind of know what you're going for, when it comes to that kind of stuff. You're like, all right. So let's see, Sinkhole from Unlim, actually, pretty good shape. A couple of Royal Assassins. We got one from what I think is 4th edition or revised, and then 3 of them from Unlimited, which is just kind of wild. Not terrible shape either. For those, and they're pretty good. They're definitely pretty cool. Let's see, we'll get that out of there. Just extra top loaders. Another Alpha, Maze of Ith. This one is definitely played, very heavily played, in fact. But still a cool card, and this is from the Dark, so we did kind of, values. And then this guy right here, probably the biggest, obviously the biggest one we got here, this Mox Diamond. Just an absolutely insane card. I have not seen a Mox Diamond in this good condition. It obviously does have the edging there, the little bit of edge whites, but I mean, comparatively speaking to what you could find, this card is the biggest value in this collection by far. We've got a foil Cabal Ritual from Tempest, which again is just in stellar condition. I would consider this fully near mint, which is wild. Just an insane card. And then just another land tax, and then this fella, this Cyclopean Tomb from Beta, which I have to say, I have to be very careful taking that out. Look at that. That is impeccable, really. Just an absolutely crazy card to own for even a brief period of time. Like I said, some of this stuff is going to a buyer already, but a lot of stuff isn't. So there's definitely a lot to look forward to. But I just wanted to kind of show this off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a little bit of a trip down Magic history, because for me, I've never really been able to sit there and go through a lot of these cards like this, and so it's awesome. Definitely a little bit of a different video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.